In this video, we are going to be talking about finding jobs in Power BI. More specifically, we're going to be using an app that I have created that allows you to go out and find jobs and allow you to be able to communicate with other individuals within our Power BI network, within the network of Power of the BI. And in addition to, you're going to be able to receive information about events that are being held and put on by myself and other individuals when it comes to Power BI. Now, let's jump right into it. So here we go. What we have here is we have an app that I created, and I call it. This is just the test app as of right now. However, we are going to be launching this app on February 1st. We can get this thing moving here. We're going to be launching the app on February 1st. And those within the Power BI community, those within the network, will be the first to be able to have access to the jobs and the events and all the things going on within Power of the BI. Now, again, this is only the sample of the app. This is very close to the end product. The end product is going to be a slightly different color scheme. Is actually a lighter blue, sky blue color scheme. It's not going to actually be called the Power of the BI app. It's actually the BI Launchpad. The actual app is going to be called the BI Launchpad. It's going to be launching on February 1st. We're not going to launch it inside of the Play Store or inside of the App Store. It's going to strictly be an app that you have to receive from us, and you're going to be able to download it. I'll show you here a little later how you'll be able to download it from an email link that we're going to send out, from a web link that we're going to send out. But bottom line is, what you would receive when you download the app and you put in your password, it's going to send a confirmation email to give you a code to place right here on this screen. When you receive that code, you're going to place it in, and then you are going to be able to it's going to take you right into the app. As you see, sometimes it's a 7-digit, this time it's a 6-digit. More often than not, it's a 6-digit code. I test it all the time, so more often than not, it's a 6-digit code. Again, the marketing of the marketing and the branding of it right now is Power of the BI, but it's not going to be the Power of the BI app. It's actually going to be called the BI Launchpad. If you can wrap your mind around pivoting into BI, pivoting it into Power BI, this is exactly what's going to happen. As you can see here, this is just a sample, a thumbnail sample that I use. But in this particular case, you're going to be able to go to the top of the job board. And at the top of the job board, it's going to list out all of the events. It's not just going to be Power of the BI events. We have several other individuals and institutes that want to be able to place their events in that space as well. So right there on the home page, right here at the top where it says Power BI Live Dallas, that's actually going to be a place for different individuals and institutes that want to advertise their events, Power BI events, not just regular events, but Power BI events. As you can see here, just as with the web application that we have, where you're able to go in and we have the online job board, we're bringing the job board to the app. So we're going to be eliminating at the end of the month. We're going to be eliminating the web job board, and it's only going to be on the app. Now, again, just as with the web job board, the Power of the BI job board, you just click inside, click the job that you're interested in looking at. You'll find that job. We've got, of course, several. These are not just specific to Power of the BI, but they are specific to Power BI jobs, right? They're specific to Power BI jobs. So there could be other recruiters that are not necessarily advertising, but placing jobs On our job board, you're going to see some jobs from Indeed. You're going to see some jobs from ZipRecruiter. You're going to see some jobs from individual companies that are placing their jobs on the job board as well. And this is where you'll find the jobs at right here. So as you can see, we're scrolling here. Just as with the web app, just with the web portal, you're able to log in and you can search those jobs. However, in this particular case, you're also going to be able to communicate, and we've got a community link to where you're going to be able to communicate with other individuals within the community. And when I say communicate, I mean it's posting. You're going to be able to post about different jobs. You're going to be able to post about different companies that you may have interviewed for, and you see that they're interviewing, but you're not very, you don't want to speak very high on them. You want to kind of warn other Power BI developers about some of the things that may be going on within those organizations when it comes to the actual hiring practices or how they're interviewing or just different things. Or you may have something positive to say, that you really like the company that you interviewed with and they have great hiring practices. Whatever the case, we want to be totally transparent with one another so that we don't get caught out there and get stuck in a bind. Some companies may say, hey, the job is hybrid or the job is remote. And then once you get the job, they may say, well, it's really more on-site than it is hybrid, and it's really more on-site than it is remote. So, we want to kind of, get ahead of that. We want to share the information that's going on out there in the Power BI world. In addition to the events that are going on, the events that are being held. Of course, I hold events. I hold the Power of the BI events, and you're going to see some of those events that are held here. And of course, again, as I said before, that on the job board, you are seeing the place at the top of the job board, there is an events page where you will see different events that are highlighted for Power BI. It could be Power BI jobs that are highlighted for it, or it could be for different events that are highlighted for it. In this particular case, on this mock-up app that we have here, it is simply what I am doing with Power of the BI. But again, this is not just going to be Power of the BI events. This is going to be global events. So if you have Power BI events and you want to display your events on our app, which is the BI Launchpad, please feel free to reach out to me. If you send me over your information and we approve it, we will place it in the app. Again, it is totally up to our discretion whether we want to place it there or not. We only want top quality content. We only want top quality jobs within the job portal, and we only want top quality events to be displayed and promoted to our Power BI, to our BI Launchpad users. So it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple app that we're using here. I am going to show you as well some of the additional features that we have. This particular view that we have here was our initial run. Then we have the second run, which is going to be very close. I just want to, here's the deal. I'm not necessarily trying to pump you out there to go out there and get the app right now, because the app is not available unless we provide you with the link. But I do want you to know that this is coming, and be ready on July 1st. Those that are in our, those that are members of the community that receive the weekly newsletter, you will be the first to have access to the app. It will be released to you on February, the first week of February, the first Monday in February. The app itself is actually going to launch on February 1, but those in the community will have the link on February 1st, and then the following week, we are going to provide the link to the general public in order to have access to the job portal as well. Now, what I will say is, those that are in the community, you will have access to the app initially. Those that are not in the community, what we are going to do when we launch and we provide the general link, you will have to become a member of the community in order to access the app. So really, it will only be those in the community that will have access to the app. Now, what I'm going to do here is I am going to show you the updated version as of the second revision of the app. And this is where we are here. As you can see, now it's the displays for the events are more in tune to what's really happening. To join the Power BI Live webinar, the Power of the BI Live event, which is taking place in Dallas on May 1st and 2nd. That is the first event that is being displayed on the app. If you go up to the top of the job board, the jobs are a little bit more updated. There's still some of the jobs that run back into December that have expired. So those jobs, we will have those jobs off of the app once we launch the official app on once we launch the official app BI Launchpad on February 1st, we will have the new and more recent, the updated jobs in here. We do have some jobs that go back to December that are still available, so we're going to leave those jobs as well. But the jobs that are expired, we are going to remove those jobs, and we will be adding new jobs every week. So I encourage you, if you're interested in looking for a Power BI job or staying up on jobs that are available out there in the Power BI world, but you don't necessarily want to have to go through all the recruiters and all the other different job boards that you got to like filter through to get to Power BI. These jobs are simply Power BI jobs. These jobs are simply Power BI jobs. They're nothing more, nothing less. They are Power BI jobs. They may be senior level Power BI jobs. They may be Power BI admin jobs. They may be junior level Power BI jobs. But at the end of the day, they are all Power BI jobs. So you don't have to go through and filter everything that's going on within the job board and the portal. Now, in addition to, again, what I really want you guys to take notice of is the community page where you will be able to go in and post. You can post just like you can post on all of these other social media sites. You will be able to post here so that you can express what is going on with you in the Power BI community. You'll be able to express what you see is going on in the Power BI community, and you can express what you have heard that's going on in the Power BI community. Now, what I do want you to know is, because I know there's a question out there, how much does the app cost? The app is totally free. The app is totally free. The BI Launchpad app is totally free. Launching on February 1st, it is totally free. All you have to do is be a member of the community. Now, you say, what is it to be a member of the community? Being a member of the community is pretty simple. All you have to do is follow the QR code right here. Follow the QR code, input your email address, and voila, you're a member of the community. What does the community get? The community gets a free weekly newsletter. The community also gets access to the free weekly webinar. You get a free weekly newsletter, a free weekly webinar. You get access to, or you get notice of the video, the Power of the BI video of the week, the Power of the BI video of the week. You get all of that stuff. All of that is free. Then you get the first notice of what's going on within the events in Power of the BI. And the first thing that we see that's going on with Power of the BI is the Power of the BI Live that's in Dallas May 1st and 2nd. But I want to bring your attention right back to what we're doing here now is we're creating a post. We're just creating a post right here. We're creating a post. And this post is what you are going to be able to do. You're going to be able to build a post or submit a post so that the world can have access to you, and you can have, the Power of BI world can have access to you, and you can have access to the Power BI world. Because it is very important that we are able to communicate. We are able to talk about what's going on in Power BI. Because as you know, a lot of us, we want remote jobs, but we can't get I don't like saying remote. I mean, don't like saying can't. But we're looking for remote jobs, but the hybrid jobs and the on-site jobs are more available. We may want a on-site job, but we might want an on-site job in Los Angeles, California, but the more available jobs are in Seattle, Washington. Let's talk about it, because us being in different areas, we may find that there are jobs that are available in different areas that others may not know about. We can post it. Hey, they got jobs out here in Seattle. Hey, they got jobs out here in New York City. Hey, they got jobs out here in Orlando. You know, it's bringing us closer together as Power BI developers. We're bringing the Power BI community more together and giving us more of a control of what is going on within our particular RAM, our particular Power BI community. But again, what I do want to emphasize again is Power of the BI Live will be going on May 1st and 2nd. I will be conducting it myself, so I know that it will be going on. But Power of the BI Live will be going on, will be happening May 1st and 2nd in Dallas. Power of the BI Live Dallas will be happening May 1st and 2nd. It's going to be a 2-day event where I will be teaching Power BI. So those of you guys that are out there that want to pivot into Power BI, it's available to you. Those of you guys that are out there that's in Power BI right now, but you want to get a more in-depth knowledge, you want to get more in-depth knowledge of Power BI and how you can utilize Power BI, how you can take it, how you can use Power BI to take you to the next level within your career, I encourage you to come as well. So that's from beginners to advanced. You are welcome to come to Power of the BI Live. Now, I'll be totally transparent with you. Power of the BI Live is not a free event. Power of BI Live is $695. However, those that register within the early bird within the early bird time frame, you will be able to receive a 50% discount. You will be able to receive a 50% discount, which would get you somewhere around what, $345, $347, something like that, and some change for Power of the BI Live. Again, that's just a shameless plug because we're not necessarily talking about Power of the BI. We're not necessarily talking about Power of the BI Live. We're here talking about the BI Launchpad app, which right now is disguised as the Power of the BI Live job board. But anyway, that is all that I have for you today. What I want to say is, if you can join me on Thursdays, every Thursday from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, I would love to spend time with you. 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. No, not 7:30. 8:30 to 9:30. Let me clarify that again. 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I would love for you to join in on the Power BI webinar that I hold. Now, with that said, you will need to register in order for me to know that you are going to be attending the Power of the BI webinar. All you have to do is send an email to register@powerofthebi.com. Again, that's register@powerofthebi.com. Comment webinar, and I will make sure that you have the information you need to attend the webinar, and that alerts me as well that you are coming to the webinar. With that said, that's all that I have. Thank you for joining in. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.